Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed the Rudy Gobert game. And yes, I look magnificent and clear as hell on this camera. I don't know what setting I clicked, but hey, I'm not complaining. Rudy Gobert, 27 points, 24 rebounds, 9 old boards by himself. On the old boards alone, Minnesota was plus 10. On the old boards alone, I don't think you guys understand what I'm saying. They were plus 10, 18 to 8, okay? When you were watching this game, I'm looking at it as a coaching perspective. And you see a game where you're lacking size, but yet you play none of your size to subdue what Rudy Gobert is doing out there. Instead of having to put 2 bodies on him, you could have put a Jackson Hayes or even like an Alex Len. Gosh damn it, try something to put 1 body on him. You had LeBron and Rudy down there fighting for their life. I'm guessing the game plan was, we will deal with Rudy Gobert being a paint presence because we're going to attack him on the offensive side, which didn't really work. Y'all were down 14. Y'all had to scratch and claw to get back into this game, okay? In a game where Anthony Edwards shoots 5 for 19 from the field, 26%, and you still don't insert no size, that's the time when you say, ooh, Ant-Man's not really shooting the best right now. He's having an off game. We could actually maybe play Jackson Hayes. But the moment you say before the game, we're not playing Jackson Hayes at all, you already set that tempo, set that tone, so you can't go back on your word, I'm guessing. Me, personally, if I see we lacking size on a 7-2 nigga, I'm gonna go put my 7-footer in the game. You cannot allow them to have 18 old boards and expect to win a game. Minnesota Timberwolves, more aggressive. They shot more free throws than the Los Angeles Lakers, by the way, too. I think this whole series, they've shot more free throws than the Lakers. Everybody wants to talk about Lakers, Bron shot this and that from the free throw line. The T-Wolves are still shooting, as a team, more free throws than the Lakers. Mike Conley with a huge corner 3 in the fourth quarter. But like I said, most of the buckets in that second half, especially in the fourth quarter, came from second chance opportunities, man. Julius Randle, he gives them a certain amount of grit that Karl-Anthony Towns didn't give them. Karl-Anthony Towns might be the more skilled player, but Julius Randle is more grit-filled for this team, and he fits in perfectly, man. Naz Reid with 1 for 4 tonight, by the way. So you have one of your best bench guys go 1 for 4. Dante DiVincenzo going 3 for 13. Anthony Edwards shooting terrible. But Rudy Gobert is the person that beat you. Rudy Gobert, Go Yogurt, is the one that beat you. And you have to sit with that. LeBron and Luka did all they could. Wasn't enough. Bron 9 for 21. Luka 7 for 18. Austin Reeves. He had more turnovers than field goals made. Okay? He was a shell of himself all series. Wasn't a good showing for him. Couldn't get on track. Couldn't get a rhythm. It looked terrible out there. It looked terrible out there, man. Rui Hachimura was really keeping him in the game for the majority of the game, honestly. If anybody gets the MVP and they won, it would be Rui Hachimura for sure. And then you have LeBron chipping in, doing what Bron does. And we got to be honest, man. This might be the last time. This might be LeBron's last chance in terms of actually having a chance to win a championship. Because everybody's saying, well, next year they're going to add a center, but I'm like, he's getting older. Year 23. Hold on. Year 23, they get their center that they didn't get in the trade deadline because Mark Williams didn't pass the physical. I still somehow, if legal would have took him, because I know we would have had to use him in the playoffs or something like this. They damn sure could have used a Mark Williams. They damn sure could have used an Anthony Davis. Damn it. Hold on. Bron, year 23, to get his 5th ring. If Boston don't win this year, they will tie Boston for the most rings in franchise. Hold on now. We talking conspiracies now. This might be Bron. Hold on now. Wait a minute. If he decides to stay. Because I believe he has a player option. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Luka also gets hurt early in the game. Back issues. And I'm going to keep it 100, man. Luka was moving a little different this year than he was last year. He's moving a little different this year and last year than he was when he first came into those first few years. I was actually I indulged into some Luka film where I was watching like young Luka, bubble Luka. I was like, man, what happened to that guy right there? Not saying Luka's not special. Luka's still special. But that Luka, special. I don't know what happened. Okay, that's none of my business, but I'm just making an observation. I'm going to say this, though. I don't want to be too long-winded. JJ Redick, first-year coach, rookie coach. I feel the game was lost in the interior, and I feel the game was lost for the lack of accountability. I feel that the game was lost because the coaching staff didn't want to go back on their word to insert their size that they very much well needed in this game. If I'm sitting there watching Rudy Gobert, oh board, dunk, oh board, oh board, dunk. Like it was literally an old board fest for Rudy Gobert. If I'm sitting there watching that as a coach, I'm saying, you know what? Hey, we might have to insert Jackson Hayes or Alex Len, but more so Jackson Hayes, because I know he hasn't been playable in the first part of these games, but like right now we need a big body in there. We can't just rely on LeBron and Rudy all freaking game that do both things on both sides of the floor. We need a guy specifically for Rudy Gobert right now because he's killing us in the paint. I'm sure I hope that conversation had to be had. But yet, we're here, 4-1 gentleman sweep. And I want to continue to say this. Anthony Edwards shot 5 for 19 and y'all still losing this game. Disappointing, embarrassing, just ridiculous. Now, I know players can win you and lose you games. It's not always on the coaching staff. Players still got to make freaking shots. I'll tell you that much. Players got to make shots. Players got to take care of the ball. Players got to make reads out there. Coaches can't hold the hands of the player, especially grown men in the NBA making millions of dollars. You get what I'm saying? Catch my drift? Jaden McDaniels took 4 shots tonight, was in foul trouble, fouled out the game. Like I said, you literally lost because of Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. They shot a combined 20 for 31 from the field. 23 points and 27 points from Julius and Rudy Gobert. Those two right there were the reason why the Los Angeles Lakers fans. Now I'm talking to you Lakers fans. It's the reason why you guys are joining us again, because we're already here. You know what I'm saying? We're keeping the hotel lobby ready for you guys, or you know what I'm saying, like the all you can eat buffet. The food is nice and warm. They actually have like extra Sundays for you guys prepped and ready to go that says LA on them. You know what I mean? It's a celebration season. But hopefully you book them tickets early, because they were 50% off. Now they're about 25. But if you get that 50% off deal and you got it early, man, you guys got a good deal. I'll see you guys in a few days. But my last remarks for the Los Angeles Lakers season: you take the risk, trade AD for Luka. On both sides, there's a risk for the Mavs, a risk for the Lakers. Lakers went further necessarily with a team they already had constructed around AD. They went to the Western Conference Finals not too long ago. Like, we're forgetting that. You dig what I'm saying? So, I don't know what the Lakers do in the offseason. I know they would have loved to have Mark Williams. I don't know if they revisit that trade. I don't know what they do. I don't even know what their salary cap is. I haven't even dove into that yet. But I do know one thing, and one thing's for certain. LeBron's getting older. Year 23 is on the way. So if he stays, you best believe they better have their best roster, because that can't happen again. You can't have Bron and Rudy running the 5. Ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, sweet. And I know Edwards about to pop a bottle tonight for the show, talking about belt to ass. I can envision it right now. Now I don't have to worry about seeing no Lakers fans on my timeline number. Now we can enjoy basketball. We just need the Warriors to be eliminated. Then we can enjoy pure basketball without the Warriors and the Lakers fandom on freaking social media, and I'll be freaking ecstatic. Whether it's the Rockets that get it done, come back from 3-1, or the T-Wolves that play the Warriors, because it's going to be special. Oh, and wait, before I get out of here, man, I have to add this too. You play Maxi Kleber, who hasn't played since 1995, in a Game 5. He's stepping out of bounds. He's hustling, though. Elbowing people in the face, but he's hustling, though. But you play Maxi Kleber, and you think that's the answer to the size, the lack of... Let me stop, man. This is not disrespect to Max Kleber. He shouldn't have been playing in that game. He hasn't played since 1920. Damn it.